स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दं कृपापूर्णं जगत्पतिं हरिषड्वर्गजेतारं नित्यानन्दगुरुं भजे स्वभावचिन्मयानन्दम्।
All right, I'll answer few questions which can really add to some more clicks. Somebody very intelligent, just empty card. Swamiji, could you please provide an insight on relationship between the person's horoscopes and karma? Even though from time immemorial, the so-called logical people and atheists were abusing, disrespecting the traditional astrology, secretly they were always consulting astrologers. Even though many people try to abuse or disrespect, the science still holds its power, its influence on human beings. In India, the report says 93% of the people read or study their horoscopes regularly before taking any big decisions, not just marriage, before taking any big decisions. Surely there is a science behind it, even though as usual anything which expands certain limit, goes beyond certain limit, will lose its originality, will start getting diluted. There was little dilution in this science also, but that does not mean the science itself is a lie. Understand this one example, then you will be able to understand, connect with the astrology, the science of astrology. It's like for one moment in camera, when the cover moves, whatever was outside gets printed on the film. Then you can develop that film, it will become photograph. Second time, you can't use that same film. First moment, what gets recorded, only that will be there in the film. Same way, the moment you come out, the moment your consciousness enters into the body, the energy level of the cosmos gets printed in that consciousness. Your inner space gets a print of the cosmic energy level based on the time of the birth and the position of the 9 major energy centers. I wanted one more understanding to be internalized by you all. The astronomical planets are not astrological planet energies. Even though number may be same, the astrological planets are energies. For example, planet Earth is here. Maybe I can use the paper to draw and show you. This understanding will really help. Planet Earth is here. This is sun. Different grahas are there. Please visualize this as eccentric circuits and this as some planets. Okay. This is Sun. When we say here in our temple, if you see, there will be 9 planetary energies. Statue deities will be there. They will be worshipping. When we say Sani Graha, that is not exactly Saturn. Consider this as a Saturn. A particular energy of pull and push is there always between the grahas. The energy which comes out of the Saturn does not completely come and influence the planet. In between, something will be added, something will be deleted. Different energy clash will be there. For example, 100 unit push energy comes from the Saturn, and if 20 unit pulling energy comes from the Buddha, naturally it will be neutralized. It will become 80. And suddenly here you will see Shukra may add 30 unit, then it will become 110. When it reaches, by the time it reaches the planet Earth, it may get deviated for some time. Then it may come down to 80 or 50. Whatever finally reaches, that is what we call Sunny, Saturn energy. Understand? It's a very subtle science. The same Saturn will not have same influence over planet Earth continuously. If he moves, the total calculation of the pull or push will differ. If you move, even sometime I have seen, within 12 days, the whole energy will be different. Whole energy will be different. If the astronomical planets and astrological planets are same, then the energy difference will not be there. But it is not same. It is not same. It is the totality of the energy reaches to the planet Earth. Maybe when we say Saturn, the major influence in that energy flow was from Saturn. When we say Buddha, it is not that only Buddha is radiating. That energy which came out of Buddha, by the time it reaches the planet Earth, goes through some 5-6 alteration. So many influences gets added and deleted. Then the energy reaches the planet Earth. The different energy positions clearly decides the cosmic energy level during your birth, during the time of the birth. Based on that, we will be able to easily predict the course of your life. Understand? Not exact incidents. Exact, if somebody claims they can predict exact incidents, and I have seen all foolish ads in the newspaper, 3 days your problem will be solved. I'm really surprised. I thought of it. Anyhow, I don't think incidents themselves can be predicted. Only a course of, kind of a rough course only can be predicted. Incidents are too minute details and you do have a freedom. Understand? Even if a minute incident like which chair you will sit, if that can be predicted, you don't have a freedom. You don't have a freedom. You do have a freedom whether you have a freedom to decide whether to sit here or not, or listen here or not, or understand or not. All those things you have a freedom. Maybe the major actions, major course, like whether you will become enlightened or not, maybe those things can be predicted. But the small decision, only principles can be predicted, not the policies. Policies, you have an individual freedom. Having an idea about horoscope, your own horoscope, will give you many times intelligence and acceptance to decide about your life. Intelligence to make decision, acceptance about the inevitable things. So according to me, a seeker should have little bit basic intelligence about their own horoscope. Better to read some books and have an idea than going to some person who is new, who doesn't know. In those days, fortunately, we had family astrologers. I know, my own family had an astrologer who is very precise, who is very... One more thing, if that guy is a family astrologer who knows completely your family, then he can interpret the energy flows. He can easily interpret and guide you. He can be a counselor also, personal counselor also. We had a fortune of having that kind of an astrologer who is profession, who is an experienced astrologer, who knows the science, above all knows the family well. So easily can do the job of counseling. At least whatever I heard from my parents, not even once his prediction failed. His prediction failed. It's very surprising. It's only one prediction failed, that he predicted that I will die at the age of 80. I took sannyas. That is the only thing failed. Of course, sannyas is practically rebirth. Otherwise, such a precise knowledge. So try to read one or two books. It will really give you an opening and glimpse, and it will be really exciting. When I started studying, it was very exciting. You can play a lot with it, because there is the astrological sutras actually encourage your visualization and power to connect things. It really helps you.